a lot of the generation, like my parents' generation, I know they're toxic, but they still are together till this day. And so you take that with you into your relationships, and then you think that's
Mm,
the norm. And then when you think that's the norm, you tend to continue to be in that relationship. Well, my parents did it, I'm going to do it. But then in
mm,
realizing, us modern women, like the first generation that grew up here in America, we understand that we do have options because there's a lot of resources out there for us women in regards to upward mobility, in regards to employment, in regards to there's many men in this world, and that's vice versa. That we do understand that we do have options
mm.
and it's out there. But it's difficult because it comes from a child seeing that firsthand and then thinking that's okay, and then we tend to just keep going on living in this relationship that's loveless, that it's not exciting anymore. Um, you're not thriving in it. It's just the worst thing to do. So yeah, to stress the fact to these young ladies, you do have options because, like I said, too many resources out there for you not to have options.
If if girls decide to go, you know, first person, like I know some that can get so stuck on the first person or the first person that they did with, but I'm like I don't know, like you gotta. I'm always gonna say peace. When you can find peace and move on, like know that it's ended, it's not gonna work. You gotta move on. Know yourself, what you like, learn from what that relationship or whatever, and take away what you want in the next relationship or hope to be your final relationship, whatever. There's options. You learn from everything that you did before and you just kind of take it to the next. So don't get stuck. Oh my gosh, I would say so many young girls, I'm gonna bring it back to American Samoa. I've noticed they get so stuck and they get to that point where it's like suicidal and everything. But then I'm just like, girl, this is a small island. There's a whole world out there. You know,
Like
we are
awareness.
stuck with our community, the community that you're stuck in. I don't know, that's you kind of get stuck when you're young. When you're young, you think that's all that there is to life. But I'm like, you guys are so young. Like, go see the world, get out of your community that you grew up in, and know that there's way more guys, compared to what you grew up with. Because what you grew up with, like, generations, you're going to think, oh, that's the type of person that I have to look for. That's going to be the person I'm going to go with. But, like, no, you got to get out of your community because sometimes, like you said, it's a toxic, generational thing that you grew up in. You think that's normal. But, like, you guys got to get out. I say, like, when you're young and, you're able to be out on your own, get out of whatever you grew up in and just see the different type of people. There's different people who have different backgrounds that you may not be used to, but if it's what you want, as a person in your relationship, whatever. Like I'd say this, my parents, my mom grew up in American Samoa. My dad grew up in Tonga. Tonga, I feel like they have like a really huge respect when it comes to their sisters, mothers, aunties. Like, you can't sleep on the same floor, can't sleep in the same room. Where my mom, she grew up where, everyone just grows up with each other, same room. There's no like complete, no guys, girls cross the line type of thing. She had to get out of her normal generation that she grew up with and go somewhere else. And like for them to clash, I don't know, like my dad had so much respect where she came from, they didn't have as much respect what she was used to. So it was really new for her. And yet when they found her, like it was just perfect for her. And yet she had so many relationships where it was kind of the same type of person that she grew up seeing. So like I just gotta say, get out of wherever you grew up. If it was toxic, there's more to life. See that different view. You might just find the person that was meant for you.